Muy bien. Buenos días, muchachos. Hoy es miércoles el 14 de octubre. La meta de hoy, queremos identificar el vocabulario para la familia inmediata y extendida. Right? Family, immediate family and extended family. We talked about immediate family yesterday, and we'll expand that to being able to identify members of our extended family. Right? So we're expanding our family tree in terms of what we can do in Spanish. All right, so we have trabajo de timbre. Please check your answers there. I'm not seeing a lot of views on checking the answers, which either tells me that we're just not checking or we're not doing it at all. Okay, so I want you to do it. And if I still notice that we're not checking our answers, we're going to start having to turn that in. Okay, so I can see that, make sure that's being done. Okay, we'll take about 5 minutes on that. So if you do it before 5 minutes, you can set yourself a timer. Check out some of the resources in Estudio Libre. Then we're going to do a little bit with that second part of the activity yesterday. We're going to access the discussion board and record ourselves, whether it's video or audio, sharing what we wrote about our families yesterday. Okay, so those 3 family members we wrote about, you can just share the part in Spanish. Okay, those parts that you filled in the blank, read the entire sentence. You can see my example as an example for you of what I'm looking for there. So that's just so we can kind of hear each other. You do not need to comment on anyone else's. I encourage you to look or listen to other people so you can kind of see how they're doing it as well. But you certainly can comment if you would like. All right. Then we're going to learn our extended family vocabulary. Kind of like yesterday, we're going to access a Pear Deck. This time, the main part of the lesson is going to be on Pear Deck. So I added some audio so we can get some of the pronunciations. Okay, and then it gets into some review questions so I can kind of see if we're understanding how those relationships work. Okay, so make sure if you have a vocab list out or somewhere you can do notes on, that would be a good thing to have. All right, and then we'll get some extra practice from our workbook. Okay, so you can either access the link and answer that on a separate sheet of paper, or get out your actual workbook and take a picture of it. It will be in pages 2.3 and 2.4, and you are just doing activities A, B, and C. You do not need to do D or E, just A, B, and C. Okay, so that will give some practice as well, identifying our vocabulary. We'll finish off with culture today. We'll watch this video about this idea that we see in Costa Rica. It's their slogan, and the slogan is Pura Vida. Literally means pure life, but there are some different interpretations of it, and it's kind of a lifestyle that they live by there in Costa Rica. And so there's a foreigner in Costa Rica talking about his experience with adopting Pura Vida. And so the question we want to respond to is there anything in your life you can apply Pura Vida to? Okay, so in the video, he'll talk about how one thing that he's afraid of is riding on trains. And so he adopts the Pura Vida, which is to him like just live life, right? You don't have to worry about things like fear and other things. And so he goes out and rides the train, right? Something that you can get over or relax about. So for me personally, I'm a big baseball fan. The playoffs are going on right now. My team is losing. And so I usually get really worked up about that kind of thing. But adopting Pura Vida, I'm trying to just relax, take it all in stride, right? So what's something in your life that you can do something like that for? Okay. All right, muchachos.